Hello everyone, this is Jim Nix, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate key filters you can use to add a romantic glow to your photos. I'll walk through applying them to this shot, showing how we go from the before image to the after image. And of course, I will share some tips and tricks along the way, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here's our base photo of this couple on a dock. It's a great scene with some nice warm tones, but we're going to apply a few filters to create a little bit more romantic lighting. To add filters, just click on the Add Filters button and the filter catalog will open here. You can select your filters by clicking on them, which causes them to appear in the Filter Adjustment panel on the right. I'm going to start with Tone, and then add Image Radiance, Orton Effect, Golden Hour, and finally Soft Focus. Now that the filters are selected, I can just click on Add Filters again to close the filter catalog. And now we can begin editing the photo. I'll begin with the tone filter in order to add some contrast as well as to slightly reduce some of the brighter parts of the image. If you click on the before and after, you can see we've already had a huge impact on the photo. And now we'll use the remaining filters to create that romantic look that we're discussing today. Image Radiance creates a dreamy, almost fantasy-like look in your images, and it works really well in this photo because of the creative glow that it applies. I'm just making some slider adjustments to get it looking just the way I like it to. And I'm also going to add a tad bit of warmth here. Here's a before and after for Image Radiance. The Orton effect is next, and I chose it here because it adds both a glow and a focus effect that is really unique. I think it works really well in this image. However, I want to filter mask this primarily into the background so that I don't lose focus on the couple. In order to do that, just click on the brush icon while on the filter and then select Brush, and this will open the masking tool. Make sure that you are on Paint, and then check your brush settings here, and then you can begin painting the filter adjustments into the photo. I will go ahead and apply this with the brush across the background of the photo, which you can see is already having an impact. You can always click the eyeball icon to check your mask, make any necessary adjustments, and then you can just click that again to hide the mask. Once you're satisfied with it, just click Done. Here's a before and after for the Orton effect. There's before, and there's after. I think this filter adds a really nice touch to the photo. Next, I'll use the Golden Hour filter because it adds a warm tone sunlight effect to a photo, which I think will accent the warm golden light that's already in the shot. However, I don't want to go too heavy with this filter, so I'll just go slightly on the amount, but I'm also going to somewhat decrease the saturation. I'm reducing that just so that the warmth doesn't appear too excessive. Here's a before and after for the Golden Hour filter. There's before, and there's after. It's a subtle change, but I think it does a nice job of adding some extra warmth to the scene. Our final filter is Soft Focus, which, as the name implies, does soften the focus across the photo and is great for adding a creative look to portraits. I'll go ahead and adjust the amount somewhat upward, but as you can see, that also brightens the image a bit. So with the brightness slider, I'll take that down somewhat to compensate for it. And as a final option here, I'm going to change to Soft Focus number 2. That adds a slight bit of contrast, and I think it's a better fit for this image. Here's before and after for Soft Focus. And now let's take a look at the before and after for the entire photo. Before, after. I think we've come a long way. And here's a split screen comparison as well. You can see the before on the left, and the after on the right. Just click that button again to close the comparison screen. So you can see how we added romantic lighting across the scene while also softening up some of the details in the background to give it a more dreamy overall feel. And that's the entire workflow for this photo. Thanks for watching.